What is going on YouTube? Fesify Media, this is UK Rap Talk, and I watched a video last night about the Krept thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment and get a discussion going in the comments. I watched a video on Real Life TV UK, and it was about the Bouncer documentary and the whole Krept getting robbed thing. First of all, I just want to say, it come out he took his cadet chain, which I do not agree with. I don't know why you would do that. That's a tribute to family that passed. Like, there's no need to take that. Which might just seen jury in a moment and snatched it or whatever, but that shouldn't have been taken. That should be returned ASAP. Like, if you got morals and stuff, don't matter, street code, nothing, you should be returning that ASAP. The security must have been dead there. They're saying they had metal detectors and stuff like that, but people got in with stuff. So that event was just a mess, and we could get into that, but that's for another day. So on this thing, he was talking about the Bouncer documentary and how they was all bigging up Bouncer and stuff and talking about him, and he said it was a publicity stunt, which I totally agree with. It was kind of like a little bit cringeworthy to watch, like just everyone bigging up one guy. Like, it's just like an ego booster, like, type thing. But what I was gonna say, I respect Krept and Conan. I do like them as musicians and stuff like that. But another thing he said, what do you think Bouncer's gonna protect you when you go to these other areas? First of all, someone can seem so real to you in a moment, but everyone changes day to day. Humans evolve. You can't just be like, oh, Bouncer, this is about, and then go to certain areas of jewelry and expect nothing to happen to you. But that comes back to what I was talking about with Nines the other day. Is it the context of their music still? Because if you look at Krept and Conan, although they've been in real life situations and something happened to one of Conan's family members and stuff like that, and he went through all that, they still do talk that same crud in music. But most musicians do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not many musicians will change the context of their music just through situations in life, but should they? Because if you want to come out of that and you've been through some real stuff and you do not want to be around it anymore, should you have to change the context of your music? Because they've actually addressed issues before. If you look at Krept, when he replied to Cadet, that was a powerful song. There was other things. What did Krept do? Krept, the story, they made my story about what happened with that incident. So the context of their music, they have ability to make good music and even make like a pop tune, which was a banger. Freak of the Week was a banger of a pop tune. But when you're talking about man's mum and all that, I don't want to swear because it's YouTube, innit? But you know, I'm talking about this man's mum and that, and songs, and you're jumping on these young lions drill tunes that are probably still caught up in that life and looking for a way into the industry. Your example maybe should be to set that, like, once we get here, start doing this properly. But instead, they still are talking that same ish, and everyone agrees with this. Like, I think they need to change the context of the music. I think they could be promoting a lot more positive message, like he said. And yeah, man, I watched that video and I agreed with everything on them, and I had to like relay it. And I don't really know what the Bouncer documentary was for. Like, obviously he's doing his thing and I respect Bouncer, but like, I don't know what it was for, because it just seemed like everyone was just bigging up one person, and I'm just like, who is this like made believe character? It almost sounded like everyone was paying homage to the guy who wasn't here or something. Like, it was kind of weird in a way. But you just know, like, in the UK or anything like that, other areas and stuff like that, they don't care. Like, every man for himself. Someone who means a lot to you, no one cares about, don't even know over this side. So you can't go over to Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, all these areas, just moving reckless chains out and like you run the place, because you really don't. In them areas, you ain't got nothing going on there, because people will actually have put in work in that area and will want to protect what's theirs. They don't, literally, it's going to be disrespectful to man to see your chains out and stuff like that. Like, man are thinking, I've got to rob you in these certain areas. They're thinking like, rah, is this what he thinks? Like, you can just come here and blah, blah, blah. But if you was there on a different energy tip, nothing might not happen to you, because you're not trying to pro-man strip. You're just there on a music thing. Like, this is definitely a way they talk type thing, because other rappers go to certain areas that are on this positive energy thing and don't really rap about, you know, certain things, and nothing happens to them. So a big up Krept and Conan. I'm a fan of their music. I like them. But do we, like I said on UK Rap Talk, do we need to change the context of our music when we get to a certain level, when we're not living that life anymore? Subscribe to the channel, like, comment below what you think.